Most people, when you ask them about the Bible, they got to think, oh, when was the last time they ever looked at one? When was the last time they ever even touched one? And, they got to start thinking this all through in their minds. And, oh, yeah, Grandpa's got a big book on his shelf, and it's got a Holy Bible written on it. It sits way up in the top shelf. They're kind of covered in dust, and the only one who dares get it down is Grandpa at Christmas when he reads the Christmas story. Well, it is true that the Bible is a big book, but it's also a very unique book.
Now, to begin with, I want to take you to the lowest place on planet Earth. It's the border between the nations of Jordan and Israel, a body of water called the Dead Sea. Now, clinging to its shore like a ring around a bathtub is a mineral deposit comprised mostly of salt. It's the sea's salty contents that have given it the reputation of being dead. Our next lesson includes an interesting story from this part of the world. Along the western shores of the Dead Sea, there's a range of burnt red mountains that are really quite formidable. As you hike up into them, you not only have a breathtaking view of the Dead Sea itself, but if you take some time and poke around a bit, you'll also find that these mountains have numerous caves, some of which are almost inaccessible. In the mid-1900s, an incident occurred in this area that made the region famous.
I'll tell you more about it in a few minutes, but for now, let's start our study of the Bible by looking at the book itself. Actually, the Bible is a collection of books, 66 in all. One author, in writing of the Bible's uniqueness, put it this way: here is a book written over a 1,500 year span of time. That's a long time. Written over 40 generations. Written by more than 40 authors. Now think for a moment. A lot of these writers never knew each other. They never met. If you take 40 men and space them out over 1,500 years and then ask them to write about the same subject, what chance do you have of any agreement?